What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this week's episode of On the Bench with Pete. Now this is the paint along episode where if you want to build or paint something yourself or just put something on in the background to chill to, then this is what it's about. Because I build and paint whilst rambling and chatting about various things. Sometimes it's interesting, most of the time it's not. But that's up to... I'll leave that to you to decide. But what have I got today? I've got pygmies to work on for the game of Congo. This isn't them. This is the Forest Tribes Expedition Faction starter set. I've got spears of them, but I'm going to have to open up this set to see how long their spears are so I can compare. But I want some of mine to have blowpipes instead of spears, so I'm just going to cut them down anyway. So we'll see what that. I've got things to finish off. Chaos Terminator dude, Chaos Demon. I doubt I'll get around to them all, but I've got loads of stuff anyway. I won't run out. So let's get to it, shall we? So here we go. Got my little work area. So as you can probably tell, I've been doing a little bit of spring cleaning here and there. Spring cleaning, summer cleaning, winter cleaning. I don't know. Got my cup of coffee though. That's quite important here because I need my coffee. I'm loving it. Oh dear me. Right. First thing is first. I need to check on these guys. See how long their spears are. If it will let me. Yep. I'm not doing these guys just yet. Here for the spears. Aha. So that's looking like them. So, right, and I can see there how long they are in comparison, and I'll use that as a comparison just to give me a rough idea. There, this could even be the blowpipe. They're about the same thickness, so I would have the same problems, it would seem, in putting the spears in their hands, as in they're slightly wide for their hands to hold. Now I know that I'm going to have to repaint these in parts anyway. But just thinking. Get my glasses on. I can see what I'm doing a bit better then. But I'm just thinking, is that going to be okay? Do I prime them before I put them in their hands? Which I think might be the way to go. Yeah. Let's see if I did that. I have to open his hand a bit. This is the bit I'm worried about. That's what happened. Just nipped the top of his fingers off. But that's okay. I don't think you'll notice. The thing that upsets me more is having to paint it again. Yeah, I think that'll work. Well, I'm going to paint him after I've glued him. So a little bit of glue there. These are actually GW spears, so needs to have a spear. Freaking, I want him to have a blowpipe. So I've got loads of spears here, but I do like the idea of blowpipes too. And I think that's what that's going to be. It's not to say you can't have a spear with him as well, is it? I mean, or I could maybe put blowpipes on their backs, like a sort of, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just... First things first, we need to get another spear. It's about there. The blowpipe. Be holding it roughly like that, which is fine. It's a bit big for him though, that's the thing. This is what we're doing. We're modelling spears and blowpipes at the moment. While I've got the length there. Yeah. I definitely want him to hold a blowpipe. I've decided. He could have a spear on the ground, or strapped to his back, or stuck in the ground even, couldn't he? Glasses back on for this one. Spears could be stuck in the ground, but blowpipes couldn't. See, if he put that to his mouth, that would be a really long blowpipe. I'm not sure I want it that long. That would work then. A blowpipe of that of that length, which they would have made from, like, I don't know, bamboo or whatever. I don't know what's in the forests of Africa. Some tree that they would have come across. It wouldn't be exactly straight anyways. Make the ends flat. There. So, what projects have you got going on? I hope they're all going well. I feel I should mention something about, you know, I've been doing all these updates for 40k lately. Something I feel I want to mention. Oh, that bloke is going in his hand. And that is, do I think, well, I've given a fairly positive review of, you know, the rules thus far and all that kind of thing. I think, do I think they are, I don't know, manoeuvring these updates to get people to buy models prior to the launch? Yes, I do. I think it's designed exactly for that. I know Games Workshop, you're a company that you need to make money and all that sort of stuff. But really, I think you need to think about doing that, what you're doing, because I don't think it's fair that you do that. To be honest, because you get people probably buying a load of stuff for assault armies, thinking, "Ooh, my Tyranids advantage, blah 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 blah." Then you bring out that Tau update, and that was like my good friend Wolf Brother Mifos said, it really was disappointing. I'm a bit very disappointed by that, and yeah, I thought, shame on you, Games Workshop. Shame on you for doing that. Yeah, you should not have done that. What's that one? I don't remember. Yes, I don't think you should have done that. That was very naughty. So, there we go. Yeah, I think that's just bad form, really, basically, to do that. I mean, I'm still excited, super excited for it, but come on, you didn't need to do that. That was a bit below the belt. I think. I could be wrong there. But, man, those Tau seem way overpowered. I mean, way overpowered. You know, so you can't really get them with shooting, and you can't get them with assaulting, it seems. Because they're just going to cheese out with oh, what was that suit? I can't remember the name of it, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The one that can just jump back and shoot and all that other stuff. Great if you're a Tau player. If you're a Tau player, then, you know, then you are laughing right now. You must be. I would be. But that's okay. I'm going to get some Tau. Yeah, not because I think, oh, I'm moving over to Tau. No, I'm going to get a bit of Tau, and I'm going to sit down and see if I can work out ways to beat the buggers. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, man. I mean, there may be other stuff that comes out when the full... I mean, I can't make a decision fully until the full rules hit. So... more of these dudes here now. Right, so 2 of them, my little blowpipes. This is I don't know what this is, Pygmy Princess. My guess would be you use her in like as a captive or something like that in the kidnap mission or something like that. You can see my Celestine wings there. Move her out of the way. Oh, actually, you'll also see my other triumvirate guy there. Woman, actually. But yeah, made all them. Made my other triumvirate people. So, yeah. just trying to bend out their fingers a bit, because at the moment they're a bit too narrow. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to touch up the skin in places. I just use dry fang, what's it called? Something bark. Oh, the other one, and the Mornfang brown to highlight them. So there. Right, they've got their spears. He's got his blowpipe, but I'm thinking that's too long for a blowpipe, so we'll snip it off there. And there. And there we are. Okay. Happy with that. I'll have to let the glue dry before I can prime them, because it does knacker your brushes if you get the glue on them. So I'll put those to one side. Oops. Now. Yeah, we are there. Okay then. I was doing a bit of work on the wings with Shabty Bone. Yeah, Mornfang Brown, I got it out already. That's to highlight those guys up. Shabty Bone. And shall we zoom in a bit here? Ooh, there. And just put a bit of Shabty Bone down on the palette. Spin it out a little bit. There. Get some blue kitchen towel. Brush, patience, and we're good to go. Okay, here we are. Right, so I'm glad I've done the spears on those guys, because that was bothering me. Shouldn't take me long to paint them though, once they're all dry and the primer's dry and everything as well. So mostly skin, aren't they? It's not a lot. Oops, I've got to trust me to lean on the paint. So I should have put it over there, but hey. There you go. This Demon Prince is a bit of a anathema to me now as well. It's just never seems to be getting any more completed. Yeah, as I was saying though, yeah, I think they're cashing in a bit. I really do. Sounds like it to me. So everybody's rushing out to stock up on Tau. Well, let's sell a load of models, and then let's release some more rules which will completely invalidate what we've just said. So we can, you've bought a load of models for nothing. I mean, I won't put that past them. I think either way people are going to be unhappy with either what they've brought out or how they've done it, how they've gone about it. I really thought this was the age of assault. And like I said, I've got to reserve judgment until it's all out completely. But man, I've been around the valley with the dogs. So I'm relatively chill. I've had dinner. I had an apple before I started this. I've got my coffee now, so I'm all good to go. Doing some music practice after when my wife gets home. This is mini Warzone. We're practicing our set that we're going to be playing for the church gig. We just play well-known songs that people like and request, you know. Playing Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie this time, which is good because it'll give me a little bit of funky bass playing to do. I like songs where I always try to make it a bit more interesting when I play bass. But the ones where there's a boring bass line there, I'm like, let's try and make this a bit more exciting. Hence, you get your own sound, you know. Great song though, Ashes to Ashes. Love it. So, Demon Prince. Will he have any luck against the tower? Who knows? I don't know. There's got to be a way to break him. This is what I'm thinking. There's got to be a way. I will make it my mission to find out how. Put a shade wash over all this after it's all done. I just found that the red for these parts wasn't working for me. Of course, a lot of these models are models I started a long time ago. I'd like to think my painting has improved since I started them. So consequently, I'm going to get mixed results. Believe it or not, you need a steadier hand than you would think doing that. Last one on this side, and then turn over and do the other side. That's the way it goes. I can't believe it's Thursday already. Well, the time of recording this, it's Thursday. I didn't get to do an on the bench yesterday, which I'm a bit sad about, but I got my other triumvirate built. The triumvirate of Ennead. So I looked up on Warhammer TV finally as to how to say it, because I wasn't sure. Ennead. Do little streaks. I think I might do black streaks or something over it afterwards. I'll see how it looks with the shade wash on. Before I make my mind up. Wow, 26 minutes. Time does not half fly when you're having fun. I just realised we're on the other side now. This is good, it's going well. I'm thinking I will put the black stripes on it, not stripes, but it's like streaks. That's what I'm going to do. I'll have to put a shade wash on first though. Time for a sip of coffee. Haha. That's more like a glug full of coffee actually. I'm making up for, I should have had a sip earlier though. So, sorry I've not been talking much here. I see some people on YouTube are well, disheartened about the new rules, what they've seen so far, and some are disheartened in general with Games Workshop, just generally. Others, like myself, I'm still excited for it, but this has caused some of you to think about going off and doing other things, and that's fine. One of the areas a couple of you are gravitating towards is board gaming, which is quite exciting because I'm a I'm a board game fan myself. I know a lot of you are a fan of board games, which is quite exciting because I enjoy that, and more people that can get into these games and tell us what the deal is. Is it a good game? Does it play well? Etc. Then the better, as far as I'm concerned. I was talking last night. I think we want to live eventually somewhere by the sea. Well, there's no thinking about it. We're going to live by the sea. I don't know when that's going to be, but that's what we're going to do. Mini Warzone will end up by the sea. So wherever we move, Mini Warzone moves. That's how it works. Okay. You ever feel like you've painted something for so long you're in shock? Well, that's how I'm feeling now. Not just with this, I mean with this model. I've been painting it for so long. I don't know how good a Demon Prince is in game, because I'd have to look up his stats. That would be for the 7th edition rules. Certainly I've never played against one. I have played against demons, but not Demon Prince, or I have played against Chaos Space Marines, actually, come to think of it. Didn't find them all that difficult to beat, though. I'm wondering how these new rules are going to pan out. I am excited. I'm still stoked for it. Yeah. So I'm still anxious to see. Let that dry. Okay, pop him over there. Right, I think hopefully these super glues and whatnot will be dry now. So let's get some primer on the spears, shall we? I don't want to use that brush though, that's the only thing. Do I have any other brushes I would use for this? That one's a bit small, but oh. So I wasn't paying attention there. Alright. $34 minutes. That's okay. We've got plenty of time. We can do this. Oofing great spears. These are actually GW spears, not Board Games Foundry. Thickness wise they're the same. girth of the spear body. Is the same. There we go, that's one. Oh, forgot this Pygmy King, but he's already got a spear, look. So he can stand there ready for the next stage of painting. Pygmy King. Pygmies are definitely the bane of my existence in the world of Congo. They are like Tau and Eldar to 40k players, opponents. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, got a special rule which allows them to do this. Oh yeah, they got the bonding special rule. Just play them in Congo, or against them rather, and you'll know exactly, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so that's 2 done. Ah dear. Try not to go over what I've already done, yeah. I must admit I thought the spears would come with them, but either they forgot in my order, or they just don't, period. So, but going back to what else I was saying was about the people going into board games and how I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see this kind of trend of miniatures board games, things like Aliens vs Predators, Zombicide, Doom, that kind of thing, to see how good they are. So I'll see what people make of them, because let's be honest, they are not cheap either. I know you get a full complete game though, so there is that to it. Mansions of Madness is one which is tickling my fancy, as they say. And it's a game with Fantasy Flight games. It's they seem pretty cool from what I've seen, but then again, don't know firsthand, do I? So there is that. Gotta be honest, I am tempted to start the Forest Tribes production line and gang them into service, because wouldn't mind playing Congo. It's a great game. So it's what I would class as a skirmish game. Just a bit slightly bigger than your average skirmish game, I suppose, just ever so slightly. I look at skirmish games as very few models, and to a traditional wargamer, Congo would seem a skirmish game because they're used to massively epic games, you know. But to me, it's a kind of I'll call it a large skirmish game. Because that's what it seems to be to me. Right. Spears all done. $41. Wow, that time is really cranking up. Got to work out what to do next on the old Tarzan. I've got to work on his arrows and his quiver. Right, yeah, I think I'll do a shanty bone for the arrow shafts. Brush, I was going to say. No, that might do it. I do need the smaller brushes there. Straps. Back of the quiver. Well, apparently it wasn't very, the best way to carry arrows in combat. I suppose Tarzan is not, tooling up for combat all the time, is he? Probably just using them for hunting. Right. So that's that. What things I can do. There's not a lot left for me to do here, really. I mean, there is a ton of stuff to do, but what I'm saying is, for this episode, now, my Chaos Terminator needs a tiny bit of work. He needs a wash to start with on his base. I'm going to go with one of my favourites, which is Agrak's Earthshade. It really is a favourite of mine. Use this series, Pro Art Series 7 Squirrel Brush. Because I want to. Pure squirrel brush. So, put that on. Thinking of bird, I should have done this at the start. It probably would have been dry enough by now, but hey, there you go. You live and learn. So that. But what I like to think of is each little thing is one step closer to completing said model, and I like that. I like that a lot. So I think I'm going to call it there. So it's a bit of a shorter one than usual, because normally I like these to go for about an hour, but I've kind of reached an impasse as to what I want to do next and where I want to go with things. So yeah, we'll end it here. So thank you for joining me on this episode of On the Bench. Didn't even finish my coffee. Lovely job. But got quite a bit done. I'm glad to get those spears on. I really am. So I'll just spot a bit I missed there on the side of the shaft of the spear. There, better. There, that was bugging me. Ooh, cut my head off. So yes, thanks once again. And yeah, remember, all brushes lead to what? I will see you on the next video. And bye for now.